The National Transportation Safety Board says that positive train control could have prevented yesterday's accident. We're waiting to hear more now from investigators. News 19's Whitney Sullivan is at the Airport Commerce Center where the National Transportation Safety Board is stationed. Whitney.
Good afternoon, Darcy. So right now we're waiting to hear more information, more details. And again, like you were just talking about, the number one question that a lot of people have is what happened with this switch? How did it get in the wrong direction, in the wrong position? And that's an answer that we're hoping to get today, later this afternoon. Now, we were at the Emergency Management Division earlier this morning, waiting to see if any other officials may be talking this morning, holding a press conference for more information. And from what we understand right now, the National Transportation Safety Board is the only organization that is expected to speak about this train crash. Now, we do know that they have a GO team on site at the crash site. We stopped by that earlier this morning, and what we saw, there are still a lot of law enforcement vehicles there, a lot of investigators out there still trying to piece together what exactly happened that caused this to crash. Now, one big thing that we've learned is that they have found a video recording on the train of when the crash happened. That has been sent to Washington, D.C., where investigators will look further into that. We also know that the team that's on site here is looking for other black boxes or basically any other recordings that might be available, still trying to piece together and figure out what happened out here. Now, again, we're waiting to get more details about what exactly caused this train to crash. They're expected to also look into the mechanical procedures. They're expected to talk about the signaling, all these things and all these questions that we still have that are unanswered. But what we do know is that you can still sense the heaviness that is in this community right now. Outside of the questions, people are still mourning the loss of those two men who were in that train crash, who were killed tragically. Again, the community has been pouring out their support for their families and just for everybody who has been impacted by this crash. Now, again, we're going to continue to have a team on site here to make sure that we bring you at home the answers to the questions that you have. We're dedicated to finding those answers. We're dedicated to finding out what led up to this crash. Again, make sure you follow us on air, online. We'll be having Facebook Lives throughout the day, things like that, to make sure that you're up to date and know what's happening. Reporting in Lexington County, Whitney Sullivan, News 19 WLTX.